So Steph, just take us through the steps of what the government is planning with the watchdog.
So the federal government plans to reduce the watchdog's powers, arguing a lot of its current pursuits could be done by other regulatory bodies. The Workplace Relations Minister, Tony Burke, says a lot of the cases that the ABCC has been bringing against unions are ridiculous and says that they shouldn't have the power to do that effectively. Now, one of those cases which he referenced is a case brought against Lendlease by the ABCC to prevent the Eureka flag being displayed at work sites. The federal court upheld that decision, meaning that union flags and stickers can't be displayed at work sites, but the government expects that decision will now effectively be discontinued. The ABCC has a very long and complicated history. It was set up by John Howard. The Labor-Gillard government then discontinued it in 2012. Tony Abbott then in 2015 tried to get it back starting again and failed to do that. Malcolm Turnbull ultimately managed to revive it in 2016, but only after calling a double dissolution election where all of the Senate seats became up for grabs. So this history is very long, and now Labor does plan to abolish it in its entirety again. Tony Burke said on Insiders this morning that this is a down payment. This move is a down payment to ultimately abolish the entire body. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Some of the things that the ABCC's been doing, which I just think have been ridiculous rules, are gone altogether. So we will no longer be spending taxpayers' money determining what sticker someone's allowed to put on their helmet, whether or not a safety sign has to be pulled down because it's got a union logo in the bottom corner, or what flag might be flying at a building site. Those sorts of issues should never have been something for an official government regulator to be wasting taxpayers' money on.
Tony Burke there. Now, Steph, this all comes ahead of Parliament formally opening this week, so what can we expect?
Yes, the 47th Parliament will come to Canberra on Tuesday. It will be more diverse, there'll be more women, and of course Labor will be in power. The economy is expected to feature very heavily in the next fortnight. The Treasurer Jim Chalmers will be making a statement on Thursday, effectively reiterating that the economy is in a bad way. Climate change will also be top of the government's legislative agenda. It plans to enshrine its commitment to reduce emissions by 43% by 2030 in legislation. A new MP, Di, an independent, she represents the Southwest Sydney electorate of Fowler, will be coming to Canberra for the first time as a parliamentarian, a federal parliamentarian. Take a listen to what she had to say earlier.
Of course, the environment and the climate issue is very important for our families. However, I just want to make sure that it also takes into consideration the cost of living and the security of the electricity load for our community as well as for the rest of Australia. We need to ensure that we access affordable electricity prices and having access that in times of crisis. So we're going to make sure that whatever the policies that each of these different groupings will be putting forward, I will need to assess how that reflects and flow down to my community.
So Parliament will return on Tuesday, and it will be a very busy fortnight for all of the politicians and also all of the media as well.
Certainly will be. Our political reporter Steph Dalzell there at Parliament House in Canberra.